I think overall we've managed to create a really effective combination between all of our three products, which was our music video, our digipack and our magazine advertisement for the digipack. I think we've made this really effective combination through like the consistent theme, almost like a brand identity that we've created. We've done this through like the use of images, the consistent font style, and also like the colour scheme as well. I think the brand identity helps create a visual link between both of our products and also adds a sense of familiarity for the audience, as they'll be able to easily identify the band from just by like the colour scheme and the appearance of both of the products. The use of the two characters within our music video may seem simple, but it's actually really effective. As you can see, we've used them as silhouettes here, but I think it's quite effective with just the two of them, as it appears more memorable and quite relatable. We put a lot of effort into how our characters were going to appear on screen, so for example their style of dress and their professional mise-en-scène. We did this as we thought we really wanted this aspect to be something we could include in both of our ancillary tasks. From the beginning we always knew that we wanted to have almost like an authentic old-fashioned theme to both of our products, but because of our target audience we wanted to add maybe like modern aspects to them. Which we tried to do throughout like the font style and like maybe the star ratings as well, whereas like the colour scheme of the gold wallpaper background and the use of frames kind of reinforces the antique and old-fashioned theme. The use of font, if I talk about this first, this was actually from a website called thefont.com, in which you can download fonts and edit and manipulate them, such as like change the colour and the slant as well of the italic. We chose this font as it appears quite creative and it's quite fancy, so it fits quite a lot within the genre and the tone of our song. The frames, like me and my partner have mentioned quite a bit that we took these pictures of the frames from the art gallery, and we also like edited out the art and the backgrounds behind them. As you can see on one of the panels of the digipack, we've added like the production photos. This is quite a personal and original touch to our digipack, and I think it looks a bit more like, it stands out a little bit more because it's quite an unusual and unique idea to maybe put on the digipack, so I think that's quite a nice thing to relate to the audience. The other font on the track listing panel, which is the middle bottom panel of the digipack, we used a small capital font, as this stood out quite a bit more and it fitted nicely on the digipack itself. And also I think the use of capital letters makes it look a bit more bold and a bit more mature, as like the lowercase letters just looked a bit not right really to be on that panel, so we went for the capital letters in a small bold font. We also had a website that we added onto the magazine advertisement. This also helps to appeal a bit more to the modern audience, and it adds realism and credibility to our magazine advertisement. The logos as well in the bottom right hand corner of the magazine advertisement. We made a QR code. This also helps appeal to a modern audience, as it's more like a modern way of really gaining access to like bonus features and things online. The star ratings, as you can see on the magazine advertisement, and also like the universal logo, they add credibility and realism to our magazine advertisement. We weren't originally going to include like the star ratings, but it was something that we came across when researching the magazine advertisement, so we decided just to incorporate those into our advertisement. And to talk about really the big thing that kind of links both of our products together is the image on the bottom right hand panel of the digipack, which is probably the most visual link that we've made between both of the products. It's of the silhouettes of Joe and Louise within the frames. The frames kind of reiterate the old-fashioned feel and antique feel to our digipack and magazine advertisement, but the silhouettes kind of appeal a bit more to a modern audience. And I think like because they're back to back, it's kind of poetic to the song, because the idea of them being back to back in the silhouettes actually came from a shot we produced within our music video. It's where the camera spins around Joe and Louise where they're back to back, and I think it's kind of poetic in the fact that they can't see each other, and it kind of adds a bit to the lyrics of the song. We originally, as you can see on this panel here, this was the original photo. in which we then edited it on Fireworks, removed the background and made them into silhouettes, and then obviously added them back to back within the frames. And I think this kind of image of these two back to back with the silhouettes has kind of become almost like a motif or like a logo that's instantly recognisable. So even if the viewer doesn't see like the title or the band name, this significant image of just these two people, it kind of allows us to be a bit more memorable, and it's instantly recognisable. And it appears quite unique, so I think the image of those two back to back, it contributes most to our brand identity, which is why we've also included it on the magazine advertisement. It's bold, it stands out, it's prominent, so I think this is something that really makes the brand identity stand out and be quite strong, and it also helps quite a lot in linking both of the products together. I think overall we've made a really effective combination between all three products, and I think this has been done through the use of the frames, the style of font used, the house style, the brand identity, and mainly the visual link of the silhouettes back to back and the frames as well, that helps give a bit more of an authentic and original feel to it.